just be honest and speak the truth from your heart, because we can't handle that. You say things that are going to ignite the fire in you. If you're questioning me, then I'm going to be forced to question myself, and that's where the answers come. When you have the confidence in the inner place where you can question, then the answers will come. And this is where Elon says it comes down to the most difficult thing to do on this planet is to ask and generate the right question. Because the quality of the question determines the quality of our life. If we ask the poor questions, what is this something to do? We have a poor quality of life. We wake up and jump out of bed in the morning to appreciate something in nature. If you're lucky enough to be this close to the ocean, it's not really luck, it's by design. This is like 15 or 20 US dollars per night. He's got an aircon, he's got a bed. Looks cool. Place where you shower, bathroom. And he has a balcony, and I can see this ocean and the sunrise and sunset on my bed. I don't even have to get out of bed. I'm just lucky enough that I did, because I'm a wanker. So, okay, for almost 3 minutes. The main point is, yes, I do say things that are true in my heart, because it's not that I am saying it because I have some intention. Okay, with me in my life, and especially in the last decade since retiring and traveling the world helping people for free, I try to say as little as I can. Okay, I try to shut up. I try to ask a great question to the people around me, because I believe they are ready. It's not unconsciously thinking of this. This is what I programmed into myself through writing it down. I only speak to uplift, inspire, empower, and encourage all who hear me. I've wrote this down. I've programmed this into my brain, because we get to program anything into this beautiful thing between our ears. You know, our brains are all around the same size, and we have the ability to program it. Because the thoughts that we put into our brain grows our brain, and then our brain allows us to access this level of thoughts through programs and patterns, okay? So we think our brain into existence, and then our brain allows us, and this is how we can slowly evolve. But it's got to have the confidence to ask the question and be open enough and ready for the transformation that's going to come by facing this question, which is why a lot of people, when they hear the things that I'm talking about, it is going to challenge their belief. And when they remember the truth about who they are, who we are as a human being, because we are all one, we are all connected, and we are all equal. Before we chose to come into this body, we knew the family that we were going to be born into. We knew the traumas that were going to be. Before 7 years old, we don't have a choice. We are going to absorb all of the things that we are exposed to become our self-conscious program. Okay, for one. For two, we know all the trauma. We know everything that we are going to go through, and we know we can handle that. We even know the way we're going to die if we choose to die. Then we can get into reincarnation. We can go so deep. There's so many things that we can go deep into, but I just want to try and say as little as I can and invoke some kind of inspiration to you, because my purpose, or the reason I choose to live and keep breathing air from this planet instead of going out into the ocean and nobody knows, and then no one's sad about me leaving, I choose to live in this body and breathe this air and block the sunshine from the plants as I walk on the grass. I choose to do this for only one reason, and that is to remind you, to remind all the other reflections, these reflections of my deep subconscious. I want to remind people who can look at me and listen to it long enough, and long enough to remind them they have the power. 555, that's ha 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 in Thailand. When you say 5 in Thailand, it's ha. So 5 minutes, 5 to 5, 55 seconds is ha ha ha. And actually we're off to Thailand tomorrow, on Monday. Yeah, we started. So this is our second last night. I guess one more night, one more sleep tonight. Here in Langkawi, and then we'll from Malaysia. We're only here for 30 days because, as you know, if you've followed us for the last 7 said, no, it's not me, I don't make the law. I said, I know, you just follow the way we decide how long we're going to stay in a place is usually whatever her tourist visa is. Australia, she gets 3 months. In the European Union, she gets 3 months and 30 days here in Malaysia. She gets only 14 or 15 days in Thailand. Yeah, we actually cut our Europe trip short, and we were going to the Caribbean and South America, Brazil, Costa Rica, all this kind of thing, but my family was see me. So we turned from Europe and went to the Maldives on the way to Australia. See them? So they couldn't handle it anymore because being around me, you're going to get clear what's important in your heart. It don't matter if we fight or not because we all share the same DNA. I understand that. Some little bug crawling on my back. There he is. There's a fly. And this is my little camera. You can't see it yet. Because this is 2023 as I'm recording this, and this technology ain't available to everyone. But that's one thing I did want to mention is the reason I am so honest with myself is because I know that every single thing is recording through not only my eyes, but everyone's eyes and everything's eyes. So this is the ant's eyes, the fly's eyes, the bird's eyes, every human being's eyes. And now the fly's crawling on my abs. Try and keep it shorter. This is fine. Yep. That's why I can be so honest, is because I know my children and my grandchildren and my next generations, everyone in the future, is we're all going to have access to all the information all at once. This might be difficult for some people to grasp their head around, but you know, people like Ray Kurzweil and Peter Diamandis and anyone who actually follows any things that isn't rooted in fear, that understands the rainbow light body and ascension and, you know, some simple basic stuff. Google searches or YouTube searches away, you know that this stuff is obvious eventually. Soon there's a quantum field, right? And our thoughts, our emotions, all of this is going into the quantum field, and it's only a matter of time. What is the time? Everything that the human being created, it's only a matter of time until the technology increases enough that, guess what? We have time machines. We can do anything we can possibly imagine. Okay, this is done by 2045 guaranteed. Technological singularity. And a lot of people are saying by 2029, you can see, it's 2023, we got ChatGPT 4 is released and accessible to you. If you're in the third world country, India or Africa, or if you have a $20 smartphone, you can access this thing I'm talking on is the world's knowledge. A mobile phone with an internet connection is access to the world's knowledge. So I've just seen we've gone over 10 minutes, 10:45. I'm just going to say, love and life now, no matter what. We're getting clear what is important in our heart. We're going to put on our crown chakra, we're going to activate that. We're going to skip the pineal gland and we're going to just open our heart chakra. And once we've done these two, then we're going to root in and we're going to speak our truth no matter what. Because that's how we learn, because we're not afraid of judgment. And then finally, we're going to put on our sandals of peace and we're going to walk in peace. And this, my friends, yes, there's 7 chakras, you can go into that. You want to understand deeply, there's 130 something, I don't know, there's more than 100 chakras, but you don't have to activate them all. You only need to activate those 4 that I just mentioned, along with you just gotta fully activate those 4 and you can transcend this flesh body into a rainbow light body, and then you become the wormhole, and then this is what you want woo-woo. You got no idea. This is just what I can say at this moment to someone who's stood here for 12 minutes and 6 seconds. and you become the wormhole. And then, shoom, your hair and fingernails will remain because there's no nerve endings there. But there are hundreds of thousands of cases. This is all through Tibetan monks, Buddhist monks, Christianity, Egyptology, like all the true old religions, even Muslims, which is 4.5 billion, who's over half of the population. If you go into the deep esoteric's not the right word, the real traditional, not traditional, the real ancient teachings. So don't take it from me, this ain't my idea. Just get clear what's important in your heart, and if I don't inspire you, hey, pick on me. If you've watched this long and there's anything you disagree, let's talk about it, because the reason I can say everything I say, because the things that I do say, I can explain, not justify. Justify means you don't have the time and the patience and the confidence and the strength to keep talking about it. But I have a lot of time, and I can go many layers and keep going deeper and deeper and deeper and explaining why. Because I have plenty of time. And talking and communicating, effectively communicating, is what I'm here to live for. What else are we doing here on this planet Earth? Like, haven't you already achieved all your material goals? Like, this 2023, you got access to the world's knowledge. You can have, do, and be anything you set your mind to, I guarantee it. 30 minutes a day, you get clear, write it down what you want. Spend 30 minutes a day doing something about it. Find the 10 people who are the leaders in that industry that inspire you, and put them in your social media, and spend 30 minutes a day following, actually engaging with that communities. And you'll have to be it within 6 months. And then you'll get 2 months into it and say, is that all I wanted? I can get clear what I want, and I just write it down and spend 30 minutes a day. You can still be in survival for 23 hours and 30 minutes. Just 30 minutes a day, and you can still have, do, and be anything that you set your mind to. So this is what our legacy booklet is all about, reminding you that you have the power and you're creating your life.